My parents told me that when I was a kid, I actually unlocked the child safety lock and climbed over it, rendered it useless. And I guess I also played with like Legos, and I think it was even before I could speak that I was playing with like things around, seeing how they work. I soon joined the school CCA, and we went for competitions. And it's during the first competition that my team actually, after months of preparation, we actually got first place in the preliminary rounds. And like to beat 800 teams, it was really one of the best memories I could have. I was quite determined that this was something that I want to do in the future, and something I want to grow up and do for the rest of my life.
I think A-levels was quite a difficult journey, in a sense where I always pushed myself very hard because I knew that God called me to go into the medical field. So at that point of time, my mindset was quite narrowed, where all I thought about was, okay, I want to be a doctor, I want to get straight A's from my results, and if anything else, there were always my results to let me go anywhere I want. Yeah, so I studied really hard, thought a lot at the airport, thought a lot at McDonald's, or any Starbucks, or practically any 24-hour outlet that allowed me to study.
Well, there is a 3-month break between the end of your A-level, the last paper, and the actual results release. I remember that was one of the darkest times because I was under this impression, and I did not expect that I would do well. One of my econs papers, it didn't go according to plan, and I think I answered it wrongly. And to top things off, I was sick during the whole period. So once the exams finished and the wait began, I knew in my heart that this was pretty much game over. Somehow or other, I think I looked more at the waters and I started to sink.
Yeah, so came that fateful day where like everybody is just gathering in school, and yeah, when I took back my report, I think I was quite disappointed because all I got was 1A and the rest were all Bs, and I was quite shocked because at that point I was like, God, what do you want me to do? I thought you wanted me in the medical field, to become a doctor and to save the world for you. Yeah, when I got my results, I was very disappointed and very lost and very confused, and I just called my parents. I didn't really talk much to my friends, just a bit of, oh, how do you do, that kind of thing. And I immediately went out of school. Yeah, so I called my parents to come pick me up, and then I just went straight to church. And I remember sitting in the corridor. Yeah, I just sat there for I think nearly 2 hours, just in quite disbelief and in confusion, and just very disappointed in myself, disappointed with God, and asking Him what to do next. And you study through O-levels and A-levels, so almost like 6 years of just studying really, really hard, and now your dreams are kind of like lost because you don't have the grades to make it anymore.
Before A-levels, I knew that I wanted to do something that would get me experience in robotics, so I thought the best one would be mechanical engineering. So my A-level results, well, I was aiming for grades that would give me sufficient points to enter university, but I think my grades came out devastatingly, and in a sense it was a bare minimum to enter university. So it's quite a blow to me as well after putting all the effort. So for the first year, I applied with all the university and put mechanical engineering as my first choice. And after the first round, I didn't get any replies, so it was all rejection letters. And then I applied to all the schools as well. And so that turned out to be rejected as well. So I was unsuccessful in every application.
Then of course I got the results back, which really goes to show that God's grace is fantastic. It's beyond my wildest dreams. God decided to bless me anyway. I got my 4 H2As, and for GP, I got a B. So I was like, wow, God, I feel like I really let you down now, because these 3 months I was walking around with my head in the ground. Despite having the unexpectedly good grades, it was actually really difficult. In fact, it was all the more difficult to make a decision as to what uni course to go to. Because now at this point in time, you could do a lot of things that I did not previously contemplate doing.
After getting my results, there were 3 different people who came up to me and gave me the word compassion. And then I opened up my mind and I asked God to show me what else I could do next. And yeah, the next other available thing that would make sense would be to go nursing. Along the way, God showed me that, hey, I know you better than you know yourself. I know you, I know your personality more, and I think I wanted to go into a job where I could interact with people and also not just like be a desk-bound job per se, but be out on my feet, thinking and doing something for people that would make a difference in their lives. Yeah, so I think it was a journey lah in letting go of what I thought would best suit me. And nursing is something that I think really fit my character, where I really wanted to talk and interact with people and be by their side. Whereas, not saying that doctors do not do that, but doctors are usually more focused on the diagnosis and treating the illnesses. And I think it was a very good career for me because, yeah, I can see myself being there for the patient when the doctors are not around, and being there to speak up for my patients and being an advocate for them.
The second year I tried again and I actually got accepted into applied physics, which was a breakthrough to get into university. At the same time, I was invited to their welcome tea, and when I went there, they talked about the course and the opportunities as well as things that you go and learn. And right there, I just felt that didn't really fit in. That in my heart, I knew that I still wanted to do robotics, and this was not something that I would want. The third year, I applied again, and I had to apply through the appeal to get into engineering. And only after like a few weeks later, after the appeal results were actually released, that I got a letter saying that I was accepted. Every struggle definitely is a big setback, and I always question and sometimes definitely doubt or compare with people around me, and ask why is it that these things are happening to me.
So, of course, before the results, I was thinking, well, it's got to be SMU, Accountancy and Business. I applied for SMU first because SMU opens the earliest, and by God's grace, got my scholarship, got my Accountancy and Business. I was like, okay, now I'm ready for the army. My dad suggested, why don't you, try law, be a mouthpiece for people who cannot fight for themselves. Somehow, by God's grace again, I got accepted. I just said, you know what, God, tell you what, I've got 2 years in the army. I'm going to accept law school first because it's harder to get into and the pay is higher. The first day of law school, went in there, with a newfound assurance that yes, this is it, I'm going to be a legal eagle. And I started to regret because the cases were crazy. The classes were crazy. I told God, I said, God, I'm wrong. I made the mistake. I was maybe greedy for a better pay. I was greedy and maybe blindsided by a so-called better job. And I think I heard wrongly. And that's the worst thing that can happen because you don't want to be in a place where society says, oh, it's a great job, but then you're not meant to be there.
In life, you cannot expect a smooth sailing journey. It's going to be bumps and a lot of different obstacles that you face, whether you like it or not. And through these obstacles, your faith really gets tested, and it's whether you choose to really submit to Him and really trust that He will bring us through, or that if a door is closed, that it's actually, because He loves us, that He gives us another path, which might be even better for us unknowingly.
Thank God He actually provided 2 seniors. Through their encouragement, they really were very nurturing. Encouraged me to join them for study breaks. Just reminded me that God's will for my life is not premised and is not achieved or broken or God's will not fail just because I get a B or a C.
And everyone's journey is different. There's no comparing, which is something I learned in my journey because I was in a sense struggling a lot compared to other students, but God views us differently, and we all go through our own different journey, and it's really how He specially put us through this so that we'll be built differently and turn out to be someone special.
Grades are cool everybody likes cool, good grades, but at the same time, if you put a premium on them, if that's the be-all and end-all, then I'm sure you will find that it's fleeting, and the chase for grades will never end. Because you see, grades just takes on a different form when you graduate. It becomes your job performance indicators. You start chasing your promotion. You want to please your boss. You're always chasing something. So if you find meaning in that so-called grades on job or in your so-called success in the workplace, you will find that it's a never-ending pursuit.
Don't limit God to just what you think you are supposed to do in life. But God is so much greater than what we can really think or imagine. And He has so much more plans, He has so much more dreams for you since He created you. And yeah, your life doesn't end with just receiving your A-level results and thinking that you can't make it anymore. At the end of the day, when you meet God, all you want to hear is, "Well done, good and faithful servant." And I think that's all that really matters. You don't have to prove yourself through your grades or whatever career that you might be entering.